This nifty little thing is called a Cronus Zen, and it's made by Collective Minds. And what it does is allows you to use any controller on any console. It's affectionately known in the gaming world as a cheat device. I believe you can remap controls and things, but okay, so that's a button. That's a button, and we have a USB port there. Was that a mini? And then on the back we've got a micro USB port and USB A's on the front. Oh, and another button. The problem with this one is that someone's destroyed the USB port on the back, so we're gonna replace that. Oh, there's another one on the side. Step the first. Let's unscrew it, I suppose. Now I guess the top or the bottom comes off. One way or another, she's gonna split. Gently does it. We have a cable going up to the top half because it's a little LCD. It might even be an OLED. So let's unplug it from the bottom. And it's covered in white silicon because it's probably, well, being highly mobile device, you want to take it everywhere. You get knocked about, so good on them. Make sure it doesn't come unplugged in transit. Now we've got that out, this bottom board should just fall out looking at this. Just grab it and pull. Almost. Let's give it some encouragement. Lever it up. And we're out. Nothing much going on there. Oh, here's a bit going on there. Oh, it's even wirelessly connected. That's pretty cool. So you can see we've got our wireless connector there. And a good number of ICs. So must take a bit of thinking power to connect anything to anything. But the goal, we need to get this out. And it doesn't look very special. I reckon I might have one in the box. So let's get that removed. There's some blob of silicon there for some reason. Maybe it's covering something. Feels like it's covering something. Yeah. Let's get this mounted. Actually, have I got anything to mount it in? We can work at it on the deck because I don't have anything that would really hang on to that safely. There's components all over the place where I'd want to clamp it. I don't want to crush them. What I could do maybe is just put a little bit of weight on there like that. That's perfect, almost. That works. So my bench vise is going to hold it down. Coming in at 370C, pointing my nozzle toward the lower left. So I don't want to melt the plastic connector that's above it. We'll come in with some fresh leaded solder. Well, it's nice and hot still. We don't need quite too much on there. Gets squished out under the connector anyway. So just a couple of little spots will do it. Now we get the fun part of trying to match it up. Needs to be like that, effectively. What have I got in my bag of bits? Yeah, it's pretty close. It's got the little dimples. They line up. Pretty much line up. Doesn't have the flared end, but you know, we're not too worried about that. If the owner can't be careful inserting it, nothing's going to save them. But is the port facing the right way? That's the $1,000,000 question. We have the connections at the bottom of that centerpiece and the same there, so that's good. I think we have a winner. What we'll do is we'll get this nice and liquid, a little bit of flux down, and get the solder melted and then drop the port into place so we're not having too much heat on the port. I like to hold the port nearby so it can start to warm up with the rest of it. Didn't take very well, did it? Come and touch it up. Pretty sure that's a result of the body of the port not getting up to temp. Make sure the solder fully adheres to the body. I do have to sneak down in there and touch up those connections. I'd like to be able to get a bit of a coating on the top of those pins a bit better, but oh no, no, bridged it. I should have just ripped the silicon off. It's not really doing anything important. It's just getting in the way and attracting solder. Oh, fine. I have to wick it out of there. There we go. I have to add a little bit more back. It's either too much or too little. There we go. It's looking better. Clean up. That looks alright. And we'll give it a test fit. I don't know if this end is required to power up the whole thing and make it run. Quite possibly, since it was broken. It was probably the one that gets used the most. I don't know if this has any lights. It has that top screen, of course. There is a light down between the USB ports here, so let's see if it lights up. Well, that's a good start. Oh, let's reassemble and see if anything comes up on the screen. There we go. Down in place. Reconnect our screen. Right. Plug it in again. Ah, look at that. Primary rapid fire. Yeah. Lots of matrixy like animation. Maybe that's what it does when it's in standby, waiting for stuff to happen. Got the green alien eyes. Reinsert screws. Last of all, the step I didn't show you, but there is some little rubber pads for the feet. So put them back on if you want to. One repaired Cronus Zen. Happy cheating!